All right, let's talk about something that every single person in crypto needs to understand: liquidity. You hear the word thrown around all the time, but what does it actually mean when you're trying to make a trade? Let's dive in.
So, have you ever been in this spot? You're watching the charts, you see that perfect price, and you're ready to make your move, but then something just doesn't work right. It's a super common frustration, and today we're going to get to the bottom of exactly why that happens. To really get a handle on liquidity, let's start with a scenario that, well, pretty much every trader has to deal with at some point. It's the classic trader's dilemma. So you smash that sell button, you're expecting a certain number to hit your account, but the final price is lower. That little gap, that's what we call slippage. Or, and this is maybe even more frustrating, your order just sits there, stuck, and won't fill. This isn't just bad luck, my friends. This is a direct symptom of low liquidity. Okay, so we've seen the problem that low liquidity can cause, but what is this powerful force, really? Let's break down the core idea. To put it simply, liquidity is all about how fast and easy it is to buy or sell something without your own trade messing up the price. Think of it like selling a house. If you're in a hot market with tons of buyers, you can sell it quick, probably for your asking price. That's a high liquidity market. But if nobody's buying, you might have to slash your price just to get a deal done. That's low liquidity. It's basically the oil that keeps the market machine running smoothly. And this slide just lays it out perfectly, doesn't it? On the left, with high liquidity, everything's smooth sailing. The market's stable, trading is efficient, and you can get in and out with no drama. But on the right, low liquidity is a whole different ballgame. It's volatile, it's risky, and it's where you find yourself fighting to get your trades filled at the price you actually want.
Okay, so we've got a good definition and we've seen the difference between high and low liquidity. Now let's peel back another layer and look at what's happening behind the scenes to actually create it. Right, so liquidity doesn't just appear out of thin air. It's built on three main pillars. First up is trading volume. If a lot of people are trading, it shows their strong interest. Second, you need a ton of buyers and sellers, which creates what we call a deep market. And third is the order book depth. That means there are lots of buy and sell orders stacked up at different prices, creating a nice cushion that prevents wild price swings.
And where does all this happen? Well, it's mainly in two places. On your big, centralized exchanges, it's all about that traditional order book we just talked about, just a long list of buy and sell orders. But in the world of DeFi, things get a little different. They use something called liquidity pools. These are basically big pots of crypto funded by users that a smart contract uses to let people swap tokens. The more crypto in the pool, the more liquid it is. Okay, we've gone through the what and the how, but now let's get to the most important question for any of us. Why does this actually matter for you and your portfolio?
Oh, the benefits are huge. When you're in a liquid market, your trades just work. They go through fast, and they go through the price you expect. You don't have to worry so much about that painful slippage, and the whole market is just way more stable and predictable.
And that last point on stability, that's a really big deal. High liquidity just creates a much healthier and more predictable environment where markets are generally way more stable. See, they're not as vulnerable to those giant, jarring price movements that can just come out of nowhere and wreck your day. And that stability exists because there's a deep pool of buyers and sellers that can soak up those big orders without sending the whole market into a panic. So, how do you use all this information? Because understanding liquidity isn't just an academic exercise, it gives you, the investor, a serious edge. The biggest edge it gives you is one simple thing: freedom. In a market with high liquidity, you get the critical flexibility to get in or out of your positions whenever you need to. It means you're never trapped in a trade you don't want to be in, never feeling locked in by illiquidity. You have the freedom to act when you want to act. You are in control. You know, this quote just nails it. Liquidity isn't just some boring technical term, it's the lifeblood of the entire market. And if you want to reduce your risk and make smarter decisions, you absolutely have to understand it. So I'm going to leave you with this question to chew on. The next time you're looking at a coin or a token, are you going to look past just the price chart and also check its liquidity? Because it might just be the thing that makes or breaks your trade. Thank you for watching. If you got something from this, please like the video and support the channel by clicking on the subscribe button. That really helps us. Thanks again.